Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how I did these super fun glow-in-the-dark glitter ombre nails. If you want to see how I did these, just keep on watching. Alright, so we're going to get started. I have already pushed back my cuticles and then I just kind of buffed them just a little bit. Now I'm going to go in and glue all my tips on, and then I'm just going to trim them and kind of cut them into the shape I want. Okay, so when you're putting the tip on, you want to make sure it fits nicely on the side there, on both sides. And you want to just like put it on like right from the middle and just, yeah, make sure it's not hanging over too big or like too small. You don't want it to be like that. So make sure it's nice and fits really tightly like this. And when you glue it, I like to just put my glue right on the tip like this and glue it on. You want to make sure to get it as straight as possible just because you want your nails to just all match and be straight. Okay, so the next thing we need to do is cut them down. Now there's like a lot of different options you can use. There's just like clippers, toenail clippers. You can just cut it, you know, wherever you want with those. Clip it. Sometimes it's easier to clip on both sides like this. Or there's like this kind of big tip cutter where you kind of stick it in there and this thing cuts it off like that. Or I prefer to use these little tiny scissors and just cut them with these. What you can do when you're cutting the length is try to just like even up like your cuticles like that right there and then cut it. That's one thing that makes it easier about using the scissors is you can kind of use the other end of the scissors to get them even. To the length that I want them. Now I'm going to use these to cut the shape a little bit more. I want to have them kind of coffin shaped. So I'm just going to cut off those corners. And you don't want to cut like deep in there like this. You want to make sure you get it just like right on the edge, cutting that corner off and still leaving this right here. You don't want this to be too thin right in here. So I'm just going to go in and cut all of those corners off and make it a little more narrow. Okay, so now that I've cut the shape in, I'm going to go in and file. And you just want to make sure that you're filing just like this right here. You don't want to get too deep in like this. I'm trying to show you like the best angle. Same with the other side, and you want to kind of do it evenly, like file a little bit over here and then come on to the other side and file over here a little bit. So we're just going to make this even more narrow right here and still keep the lines nice and even. So I have all my nails shaped how I want them. Now I'm going to go in with my e-file and I'm just going to get my cuticles. I'm going to get all that skin up. This skin, if we leave it here, that is what causes a lot of lifting. So we just want to make sure we get all of this skin up and get it just all nice and smooth. So you just go in. I kind of have my e-file on like a lower to medium speed. This, it doesn't hurt if you get it on your skin, thankfully. But if you leave it in one spot for a long time, it will kind of cause like a burning sensation. So you definitely don't want to leave that on there, especially if you're doing someone else's nails and you can't feel it. You want to make sure you're not hurting people. Or at least try your best, you know. Sometimes it happens and you just have to keep going. Okay, so I've got all the skin removed from my cuticle area. Now I'm just gonna go in with like the cuticle nippers and just get all, well, get a lot of the cuticle that's like attached. I'm gonna get all that off. I'm gonna make sure you don't go back too far. You don't want to cut yourself, have yourself bleeding, or someone else. So just be careful. Get all that skin up so it just looks really nice at your cuticle area. Love it. Do that to all your nails. We've got all of our cuticles removed. We've got them filed under here. The next thing I'm going to do is just kind of blend in the tips and just, I don't know if you can see that really well, but just like right in there, that's where you just want to file and get it all smooth. So you can use your e-file for this, but this is easy if you just want to file it like this. Okay, so I've got the tips blended in. I have removed all the shine. Now this is just a lint-free pad with acetone on it, so I'm just removing any dust there is and any oil or anything there might be on them. So after you do that, then you're going to go ahead and dehydrate and then prime them, and then we are ready for acrylic. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do is I like to just go in and put like a thin coat of clear on top of my nail before I put anything else on there. So I just grab, you don't need a whole lot, just like that much. And just go ahead and put it on your nail. And then you just want to pat it down and just smooth it out. I don't really have like a specific, I know some people have like a one ball method or whatever where they just do one big ball of acrylic, which it is a lot faster if you can do that, you know, just get it all in there at once, but this works, especially for doing your own nails and just doing them neatly and the least amount of filing you can. So just pick up as much as you feel good about doing. So I've got my colored acrylic on. The next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to use this glitter that I got. It's highly reflective color shifting. This stuff is so pretty. I'm so excited. So I'm just going to take some of it and just put it on my napkin. You don't need a whole lot. Glitter goes really far, so that amount should be enough. More than enough for all 5 of these nails. Now I'm going to go in with my clear acrylic. I'm just going to grab like just a little bit, like that much right there. Pick up some of the glitter and put it right at the base of the nail. And then just kind of blend it up. Yeah, and a little bit, you just need a little bit, like I just wiped some on my other nail. So that's good. We've got a few pieces of glitter up higher, and then it just all blends down. I love it. This is so pretty. So now you're just going to do that to all the nails. So we've got all of our glitter on there. Now the last step is just going to be to cap all that glitter in clear acrylic. So you're just going to go in, just grab some acrylic, put it right on top of the glitter, and just smooth it out. Try to keep it as nice and as smooth as possible, so that way you don't have to do a lot of filing. So this is, I'm doing my left hand right now, so I'm using my dominant hand, so, but I'm at like a really awkward angle trying to record this, so I'm just going to use that as my reasoning if it's not looking all that great. You want to make sure you're looking at the nail from all different angles, just to make sure you're getting a good shape, a nice strong apex, where the biggest part of the thickest part of the nail is up here, and then it kind of tapers down. And we still have filing to do, so we'll be able to get it cleaned up a little more, but the better you lay the acrylic, the less filing you'll have to do, and it's just way easier if you lay the acrylic nicer. But it does take practice to get it, to be able to just get it really smooth. Thing we're going to do is go in with the e-file. I'm going to use this bit here. It's nice and flat, so it's perfect for getting in like really tight around the edges. You do have to be careful because this one is kind of sharp and it can kind of cut the cuticle and slice into you if you get it too close. So you just want to make sure you're just really careful, just going around the edges, and then you'll use it to just smooth out the entire nail. So we're finished e-filing. Now I'm just going to go back in with my hand file and do all my edges again. Get them nice and squared up on both sides. The thing that I'm going to do is just go in with a buffing block and just get them all buffed off. And then just scrub all that dust off with this brush. Okay, the last step before the top coat is just take that pad again with the acetone and just rub them down, get any of that dust off, and just get them nice and smooth. And then after this, you're just going to go in with your, I'm going to use gel base coat, and then we're just going to cure it for 60 seconds. So go in with your top coat or gel polish, gel top coat. Do that to all the nails. And then just put them under the light and we are finished. Okay, so they're all finished. I'm so happy with them. They are really shiny. Also glow in the dark.